Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm Dex, the binary machinist. This video is a departure from the channel's usual educational content about data engineering. Today is April 10th, 2020, Good Friday. We're in the midst of the COVID-19 outbreak. This is an instructional video on BXLOGIC, Binary Experimental Logistics. It's a brand new software stack I designed and wrote to assist a volunteer group in New York City delivering groceries to homebound residents. There's a link to their online presence in the description. There's also a link to the code repo, which is in the Binary Machines GitHub. BXLOGIC is open source under the MIT license. The problem this software attempts to solve is how to manage an ad hoc logistics network. It doesn't handle payments, it just does dispatch and coordination. Here's how it works. There are two types of BXLOGIC users, dispatchers and couriers. The dispatcher interface to the system is a web form. I'm using Airtable because I'm not a UI programmer. The courier interface is SMS via cell phone. Couriers issue commands and send and receive status reports via plain text message. There's no app to install on your phone. So I've spun up a test instance of the BXLOGIC stack in my data center. I've also provisioned a private phone number via Twilio and configured it to communicate with BXLOGIC. So let's get to work. The simplest message to send is the help message, which will make the system send you a list of commands and what they do. Text ? Or HLP to see the help message. A courier in the system is either on duty or off duty. When you are on duty, you receive auto notifications, such as when there's a new delivery job. When you're off duty, you don't get such notifications, although you can still talk to the system. Text on to go on duty. Text off to go off duty. You don't see these messages unless you've been registered as a courier by an admin. So anyone outside the circle gets a polite message saying the system doesn't know who they are. Let's switch to the dispatch view. Whoever's running dispatch on the day puts a new job on the board by filling out this web form and clicking submit. Sometime later, an SMS message will automatically go out to all the registered couriers who are on duty saying there's a job available. Let's make sure I'm on duty. And there we go. So I received a message, a broadcast message, indicating that there's a new job in the system. Whether or not you get such a message, you can always check the job board by texting OPN. All the commands are case insensitive, so capital letters don't matter. Now, I had some jobs in here before because I've been testing. And what you see here is a numbered list of these character strings known as job tags. The job tag is like a pointer to an actual delivery job. By itself, it only tells you the borough and the zip code. And of course, it's way too long to text by hand. But the good news is you never have to. All the information about the job is one very short text message away. So let's get right into that. So we've got looks like 4 jobs on the board. Right? Some jobs I put in before in my testing round have also come through. So a courier who texts OPN will see some number of job tags, however many jobs are in the system, but that no one has taken yet. Now, what are the details of these jobs, right? What's going on with these delivery jobs here? Well, let's go back and look at the help screen. We've got list commands. We have general commands. And this command in particular, DT, is important to us because that's going to tell us the details of a job. So if we type DT, then that's going to tell us the correct usage for that command. To receive details, text the job tag, a space, and DT. Now remember, when we text OPN, what we get is a list of job tags. But of course, we don't want to have to copy and paste anything. We don't want to have to text anything by hand. Well, OPN turns out to be a special command in the system. It's a listing command, which means it'll show you a list of things. And then if you use a special modifier, it'll show you a partial list. For example, one element from the list. So let's say I want to find out the details of the first job in this list of 6 jobs. I want to find out what's job number 1, BXLOG Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. So we say OPN.1. That gives us just that job tag, right? The tag of the first job in the list. But again, I want some details. What's the address? Where am I going? Where am I picking this stuff up? So I can text OPN.1 space and the details command. And it'll take the output of this OPN.1 command and send it to the DT command. And that shows us the details of the job. And that's true, of course, of any job, right? We get that one job tag, but if we were to just say OPN.5 space DT, we get the details of the 5th job in the list, in the open list. Every listing command in BXLOGIC works the same way. You can chain it together with a command that requires a job tag for input. Okay, so let's push on. There are open jobs in the system. How do you take on a job? Well, first you bid for it using the bid command. And it tells us that it requires a job tag. So how do we get a job tag? Well, we pick one of the jobs from the open list. So let's say we want to bid on the 6th job in the list. So OPN.6 space bid. And the system accepts our bid. So the system recognizes that this courier in particular wants to take on this job. Now, when you do this, the job isn't yours yet. The system is going to stack up these bids. Once the system receives a certain number of bids or a certain amount of time has elapsed, it will decide on the winning bid in a process known as arbitration. So I've got a bid in here. I'm going to trigger that process manually now. In a production system, this would happen automatically. I'm the only courier in the system, so I'm automatically going to get the job assigned to me. And the system tells me that I've been awarded the job. So now the system has decided that this job is mine if I want it. To accept it, I just text the job tag, space, and ACC. But how do I get the job tag? Well, you see, now that the job has been awarded to me, it shows up in my awarded list. AWD, award, is another listing command, and it shows you all the jobs that the system has decided you can have if you want. And so now, how do we get just that first one? We can just say AWD.1 and ACC to accept it. And the system tells us you've accepted the job. Now, this job is mine. It's my responsibility. I've got to go and pick up the items and make the delivery. And I can see what jobs are mine by texting the my command, which is also a listing command. So I have some other jobs in there from before. I can double check my details, the details of any of these jobs. I can say my dot 3 DT, excuse me, typo, my dot 3 DT. And there we go. Okay. I should probably start using some different testing addresses. My dot 1 DT. There we go. So now I'm going to get on my bike and get going. But first, I need to let the system know that I'm en route to complete a given job. So I use the ERT command. By now you know. I'm looking at my jobs, and I'm saying I'm getting ready to start one of my jobs. Which one? What am I going to start? Well, I'll start with the third one. And the system gives me a polite acknowledgement. It knows that I'm en route. Once I tell the system that I'm en route for a particular job, it's no longer in my pending list because now the job is active. It's mine and I'm actually rolling on it. So that job goes away from here, but you can still get at it because you can look at the in progress list. And of course, I had a job in there before. If I say there's two jobs that the system reads as being in progress. Look at my jobs. I know that I'm rolling towards some part of town where I can probably knock off the other one, knock off the first one as well. So I'm just going to say my .1 ERT. And now if I look at the in progress list, there you go. So once I've made a delivery on a given job, I can let the system know that I've finished that job by issuing the fin command, finished. So let's say I hit that, first address first. So I just say in progress.1. We know we get that first job. And then, so I can always do just pro.1. And I'm finished. And now, if I look at my in-progress jobs, I've only got 2 left. And now there'll be only 1 job left. So we've done the whole job assignment flow. Publish, which is what the dispatcher does, putting a new job on the board. Bid, which is what couriers do. And then also award, the system awards you a job and you as a courier accept the job. And then you can issue status message to let the system know kind of where you are in your workflow. All right. So there's some other cool features I've built into the system, but we can talk about those in a subsequent video. This was meant to cover just the core BXLOGIC commands. BXLOGIC is fully hosted, so you don't have to install or manage any software. Now, if you're on a mission of mercy during this crisis, or if you're a business trying to stay afloat and you need to deliver goods to local customers, you can send an email to binarymachines.io and we can get you spun up. Charity missions, like my colleagues at Corona Couriers, ride for free. For-profit businesses ride for free at least through June 15th, 2020. Thanks for watching, and all you couriers out there, go fast and go well. Take care.